friends, this is Pinky from the Amoeba Sisters, and I wanted to show you a quick tutorial of a site that I think works really well for making a GIF in the classroom and out of the classroom. It is not a program that we currently use, however, we just think its ease of use makes it really a worthwhile program. We had an earlier video about it years ago, but they updated their site and they updated this program, so we wanted to go ahead and show an updated video. So this is the site, and I'm going to go ahead and click the play button here on ABCya Animate. It does have sound, but I happen to have my sound off, so if you have your sound on, it'll have some there. Now, what I'm going to do is first I just want to show you kind of the main screen. Down here at the bottom, you'll notice that you have these different icons, and when you hover over them, it tells you what they do, and that's very helpful. You also have up here, these are your frames. And as you make more, they'll start to build here and it'll have a number for the order that it's on. I always like to tell my students this is like a flip book, and number one would be like the first page of your flip book. And as you would go, you'd continue to have more, and each one will have a little change on them, and that's what gives an animated look when you put them all together. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. I'm gonna click this little paintbrush here, and I'm gonna pick this thickness level, and for the color I'm gonna go ahead and stick with pink here. I should point out that I am not the one that draws in our videos, so you'll have to forgive me. They could be a lot better if Petunia was here. But one thing is, this program's very forgiving, so I do like that. This is not going to be a perfect fit here. If you can already tell, I am doing a enzyme illustration and a substrate illustration. And so I'm going to go ahead and label these. So I'm going to click this type tool, and I'm going to write here, this is my enzyme. And I can change the font size and different things about the font. But to be quick with this, I'm not going to do anything with that at the moment. And I have my substrate. So I have these two labeled because this is designed to be a vocabulary GIF. Now that's my first illustration. That is a static image, it's not moving. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go up to my first frame and I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to select copy frame. So it makes an exact copy, and this is now the second picture. But I'm going to make a slight change to this picture because you want a slight change for each one. Now you'll notice I can go back to my menu because I'm still on the typing tool. And in order to move these, which is what I want to do, I'm going to click this arrow, which is the selection tool. And I'm going to select this substrate because I want the substrate to come over to the enzyme. But I'm not going to move it very much because the more little changes I make and the more frames I have, the more animated it will look. So I'm going to just do that, and I'm going to right click and I'm going to copy the frame. Now I'm on 3, and I'm going to move it a little closer along with the label. And you'll notice I'm going to keep on doing that, keep on right clicking and keep on moving my text and my image around here. This has so much potential. Like, you could use this for a biological process, you could use this for a cycle, you could use this for different kinds of vocabulary that you might encounter in a certain educational subject. There's just so many possibilities in science. So I'm just kind of moving it, moving it. Now I might want to like rotate this a little bit. I can actually do that here. I can kind of pick this up and make it a little bit better of a fit. If I had really taken my time, I could have probably made this a better substrate and enzyme fit, but this will do for now. And then put that there. Awesome. Okay, so I have 11 frames. That's pretty good. What I'm going to do now is to see it all animated. I'm going to click this play button, and as you can see, I have a little animation of my substrate and my enzyme. And I could do all different kinds of things. I could add in things if I wanted to along the way. I'm going to go ahead and stop this right now, but you can go ahead and go back to a frame and change things if you want to, or modify things, add things that are new. That makes it really nice. But I'm finished now, and so now what I'm going to do, and I like it, I played it and it looked good. If I wanted to change the speed, I could click this gear, and I have different options. Like, I could do this playback speed and make it faster or a little bit slower, but I'm happy with how it looks. So I'm going to go ahead and go right here to where I have these 3 lines, and I'm going to click Save Animation. And what it's going to do is it's going to put them all together. This can take a certain length of time depending how big it is, And notice I'm in Chrome, so it put my animation right down here. It called it Animate 3 because I had some other ones previous to this. And then I can actually copy this into a PowerPoint, and when the PowerPoint plays, it will play. I can also insert it into Google Docs or Google Products, and it will actually play as long as you insert it, not just a copy paste. That doesn't always work. And I can also put it into a lot of different LMS systems if I upload it as an image. So it's a great way to use this type of animation in order to describe my science.